Anyone who knows Ted knows that he's incredibly likable. He has a very, very loyal, tight, energetic group of friends. All of us in his family are adoring of our husband and father.
I always expected people to connect with Beto and to see what I see when he is sharing his vision. There is a new, really kind of surreal element to all of this.
Home isn't just place. Home is when we're face to face. I got no time to waste. Hold me home. Hold me home. Hold me home.
I've seen so many bad debates in Texas. The Republican who knows they've got it won against the Democrat who's just trying to lob a few accusations and make some points. You know, there are 3 ways to go from Fort Worth to Dallas, and one of them is always the wrong way.
Begin driving.
This one's going to be different. You have this very unusual Democrat who's actually in contention. People want to see if Beto lives up to all the hype. It's kind of like that show they had when Geraldo opened Al Capone's tomb. Everybody wanted to see what was inside. People want to see what's inside Beto. Was it Al Capone's tomb? Okay, let's go on in. What kind of press setup is it? The goal for Beto in this debate is not to be the smartest person in the room. The goal is not necessarily even to be right. The goal is to be more appealing.
Bud, what's up?
I'm just trying to find my way here. I see lights.
And with that, gentlemen, let's begin.
This was the first time we've seen coat and tie Beto. He looked a little unsure, he looked a little stiff, he said the wrong thing a couple of times.
Thoughts and prayers, Senator Cruz, are just not going to cut it anymore.
I'm sorry that you don't like thoughts and prayers. I will pray for anyone in harm's way. Hold on,
of course,
you disputed that. You can have a
of course I support the Second Amendment in the
Did
House.
you endorse Hillary Clinton?
That has nothing to do with
Well, it does,
my
because
support of the
Hillary
Second
promised
Amendment.
every
Absolutely
justice
not.
she would appoint would vote to overturn Hillary.
I fully support the Second
Your
Amendment.
time, gentlemen. We'd like to end this for both of you on a very positive note, and we'd like to ask you to tell us something that you admire about your opponent.
I know how hard he works. I know how much time he has spent away from his kids. I know what a sacrifice that is to his family. I know that he's doing it for one reason. He wants to serve this country.
I think you are absolutely sincere, like Bernie, that you believe in expanding government and higher taxes, and I commend you for fighting for what you believe in. As you noted, we disagree on the outcome, but you're fighting for the principles you believe in, and I respect that.
True to form.
Cruz won the debate. He brought forth all his conservative point of views, stung his opponent a few times, and walked away to the jubilant cheers of his fans.
Did we embarrass you?
You are awesome.
Oh yeah, we did so good.
It's incumbent on each of us to spread the truth and the differences between the visions for the great state of Texas.
I found the debate to be really enlightening about who both people are, and I think both people are good people. Now, Ted on TV is going to make the argument. He's going to cross-examine people in hearings. That's his job. We have a two-party system in this country, and I think it's really good for both sides to have to put out the arguments for what they believe in and to be articulate and defend them.
Let me better understand the issue.
It wasn't the casual Beto we've seen out of the campaign trail. And he lost a little of that charm that people were looking for.
The party labels just do not matter anymore. I'm convinced of it. It's not Republican or Democrat. It's Texan and American, and that's what we're standing for in this campaign. I'm sorry, guys. We got to go. We're going.
I think Beto's nervous anytime he's going to get up. I think that there is a lot of pressure to not let anybody down. He's human, like everybody else.
Good morning. I'm just outside of Eden, Texas, 12 miles from Goodnight. We are going to Cotulla, Texas.
In the beginning, Beto going around all these small towns, it was charming.
Let me ask you this. Can you all hear me in the back?
Then all of a sudden it switched from charming small town to big city rallies that became like a Grateful Dead tour. And then all of a sudden people were like throwing things at it.
Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Can politics be like punk rock?
I think so. I think
the question for a long time has been whether Beto's rally turnout is fans or voters. If he keeps being suit and tie Beto, some of his fans are going to lose interest. The question in the second debate is, can he get back a little of his personality?
Kavanaugh confirmation process has postponed the second scheduled debate between Senator Cruz and Beto O'Rourke.
I am here today not because I want to be. I am terrified. I am here because I believe it is my civic duty.
I've never sexually assaulted anyone.
I think the committee did the right thing in giving Dr. Ford a full and fair opportunity to tell her story. That's what we needed to do when these allegations became public. And we should look to the facts, not anonymous innuendo and slander.
watching Dr. Christine Blasey Ford's testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee. Thanks to her courage, there is at least the pause to allow for additional due diligence to give us one more shot at making the right choice. But it's also a reminder of the stakes and what's on the line.
The people of the future, our kids and our grandkids, are depending on what we do at this moment. Let them know that we believe that we can come together and do great things for this country. And let them know that we believe that Texas can lead the way.
Throughout this process, I could see how with crowd sizes getting bigger and just the kind of the stardom that comes along with that, you could get a big head.
Like a band that just says we go down the highway, we're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way and our way.
It's on the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Texas. Thank you, Willie and family. I am grateful. Thank you very much.
You know, thankfully, I don't think Beto has changed. I think what people are really looking for is civility. And Beto can genuinely engage with all types of people.
We got two acrobats right here,
Whoa!
Cheers.
Hey, Ryan, how you doing,
Those
bud?
are good pictures.
Hey, how are you? Rachel.
They will thank us for the respect that we're showing people regardless of party.
Thank you, Beto. You give us hope.
The VA told me that my IED explosion happened here in town instead of in Iraq where the IED went off on the side of the road. So
I'll help. If you give me a call, I'll make sure that we follow through for you.
I appreciate it.
You just hope that's enough to get you across that line at the end.